Hello fans, welcome back. You're watching Marvel Live at Comic-Con 2016, and I'm Ryan Pedagos, aka Marvel's Agent M, joined by
Tamara Krinsky, Marvel's West Coast host, and I am joined by the incredible cast of Marvel's Luke Cage, which will premiere on Netflix on September 30th. Will you guys please introduce yourself and the name of the character you're playing, since you are new to so many people?
Mahershala Ali, I play Misty Knight.
I'm Simone Missick, and I play Cottonmouth Cornell Stokes.
Theo Rossi, I play Luke Cage and Shades.
Yes.
Russell Crowe, and I play Teddy Roosevelt.
So as you can tell, these guys have no fun together. They're very, very serious.
Yeah.
So
Hilarious.
give us a little bit of insight into what it's been like jumping into this incredible world of Luke Cage.
It's been great. You know, we have these characters that are larger than life that we get to come in and put our own stamp on, and you have this great history for all of these characters, but then you as an actor get to go in and say, but this is how I feel about it. So it's awesome. And then we come with this amazing built-in fan base of Marvel fans who are so excited for the show, and it's the first superhero show of its kind like this on Netflix. You don't see Harlem normally. You don't see as many people of color. You don't see as many of the, fun things that we get to do. So it's great.
It's Frank and I like to say we put a stink on it.
I have a confession to make. I'm not
please do.
Russell Crowe, and I do not play Teddy Roosevelt. I felt bad about that, and I apologize, and please forgive me,
I heard
everyone.
he was
Thank
getting
Ladies and
sued. That's
gentlemen.
why he
Ladies and
apologized.
gentlemen, if you're not
Whaley.
familiar,
Crowe's agent just came up here.
you. I just got a text from Russell. He said, shut the bleep up, Frank.
this is Frank Whaley. He plays Raphael Scarf.
Yes, my partner.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
Exactly. So Misty, iconic character. So you two are partners.
Yes.
Good guys, bad guys. For those, again, who may be unfamiliar with who you're playing, give a little bit of a summary as to what we're going to be seeing you guys do on screen in September.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I agree, 100%.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
You know, Misty is a very hard-nosed, focused detective. She's very good at her job. She is sometimes singularly focused, specifically on this guy right here, and getting him where he needs to be, which is behind bars. And so the blinds get a little blurred.
She's
when
like
Luke
a helicopter
shows up.
mom for Cottonmouth.
I mean, I don't know. Who says
What
he belongs
you
behind
doing?
bars?
What
That's
you
an
doing?
opinion that he belongs behind
So
bars.
says Shades,
Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
shadiest
Opinion.
person in Harlem.
That's opinion.
They needed some sex appeal on the show, and they called Frank Whaley. I
well,
came
of
to the
course.
show.
Who else are you going to call?
Yes.
There you go.
Definition of sex appeal.
Let's talk
don't
about
like your
Harlem for a
sarcasm.
second. I mean, Harlem's almost like a character in this show.
Yes.
For you guys, I know music, too, has been a big part of the show. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I guess in some ways it would take someone needing to go out to New York and experience New York in a really real way. But Harlem and New York and Harlem specifically is one of those. It's a neighborhood, and it's a place where people know each other, especially if you go back in time. Everyone was familiar with each other, and I think Cheo does a really great job of building that world, because in all these superhero films, there's still a bit of world building that has to go into it to kind of like create the soil for all the characters to grow out of. And this story would not be the same if it were in Los Angeles, or even if we shot it in Los Angeles or Vancouver or whatnot. And so it's an element that gives the piece texture.
Got it. Is there stuff that you guys listen to specifically to get into character?
There was actually, it was funny, on one of the first days we worked together, we both found out that we were making playlists for the characters.
Yep.
Really?
So yeah, because that's a big part of, I hate the whole kind of actory talk,
Right.
but it is a big part of like the process of, for me, is like getting a playlist. And obviously Christopher Cross is a big part of that. Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Wait, put
Yeah.
him on the mic. Put him
I
on the mic.
remember specifically one day on set, the three of us were sitting in a church and just like sharing music and being like, are you
yeah.
listening to this person? Oh, have you checked out this album? And there are a lot of music lovers in the cast. So
What were you
we
doing in a
all-
church? What was going on in that scene? Why were you in a
Praying.
church?
Yeah, ooh, telling Jeff.
I was praying.
I guess my playlist wasn't of a
Was it?
concern to you.
No.
I'm getting the feeling you're left out a little bit. Are you feeling left
Are you
out?
kidding?
I was listening to Seals and Crofts.
There is a love affair between these two that is palpable
Af-
on screen.
After you
Really,
saw
it's all
Kenny
about
Loggins,
chemistry.
you didn't want his playlist.
Listen to Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young.
Now, is this the first Comic-Con for you guys? Is this...
This is my first con.
This is my 5th.
He's a
So
vet.
yeah, so you're
I've been
well,
here
of course.
a couple times.
Yeah.
So what's it like being here as part of the Marvel world?
Totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this before and I'll say it again. Comic-Con was started because of Marvel comic books.
Right.
We're here. They're here. This all manifested because of comic books.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate company for comic books. So there's a whole different. There is still that pureness of coming here into Marvel is like forget it. Whole different.
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And you've come from playing a really beloved character, having
Yeah.
a lot of fan adulation.
Yeah.
What's it like stepping into something new?
It's a totally different character. It's such
Yeah.
a blessing to be going into to play someone going a totally different direction in their life and with the character. And when you work with people like this, the only thing you want to do in this business is work around people you respect, you enjoy. So I got lucky. I'm like 9 out of 10. I mean, besides this one, everybody else is terrific.
Who he adores. Love and respect is one thing, but adoration.
Yeah. And
I hold
obviously
that.
a legend
In
Russell Crowe.
right.
Well, I mean, Russell Crowe, come on.
movie called 300.
Give him his mic. Give him the mic.
And I kicked everybody's ass and threw a phone at everybody. So what are you going to do
Russell
about
Crowe wasn't even in 300.
it? Oh. My apologies. Once again.
This is
I love
amazing.
it. I love it. I love
And
it.
to Russell Crowe.
We've got fans watching in Australia, in Spain, and all over the place,
Hello.
and they're just saying you guys sound fun. And we have a question from one of our viewers in Spain. She asks, what do you like most about your character? Which I think is an interesting thing, especially for if you're playing an unsavory character or someone who may not have your same traits. Can you find something that you like about that character?
I'm going to answer this question entirely in Spanish. So, excuse me. Hola. That's it.
I was like, where's she going with that?
Is that your way of saying you like when your character says hello?
Yes.
And then it all went
It went down. No, I think all of us can find the lightness and the darkness in our characters. And for me, it's really great playing this character who's has a very strong sense of justice and trusts the system in a society and in a time where it's difficult to look at the system.
It's good to play somebody standing on a soapbox, huh?
Oh.
That's cool.
Oh.
Got real.
Ouch. Ouch.
Sorry, Spain.
I'm kidding.
Someone
Sorry you had to hear that,
blinded by
Spain.
their own
I'll
ego.
kid it.
How about you? You haven't answered the question yet, so I'm putting you on the hot spot.
I think the audience is going to view my character Cottonmouth as Cottonmouth, aka Misty Knight, as a villain. They're gonna. That's just how it's set up. But I don't view him that way. But I will say the choices that he makes, the things that he says yes to, the things that he's okay with doing are things that go beyond my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And so that is freeing as an actor because that's something that, God forbid, in certain cases, something that I would never do.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's fun to play and put that mask on, so to speak, and step into that world.
Speaking of masks, or not masks, but elements of comic books, is there anything that you guys can share? Any sort of Easter egg things that the comic book fans who may know these characters from the comics?
Yes.
Is there anything that the fans who know these characters from the comics can look forward to seeing?
Yeah, I think what it is, it takes it off the page. You take these iconic characters that were there since the beginning, and then you kind of humanize them and make them three-dimensional and make them a certain kind of character. I think the origin stories and the whole things of that is what everybody's kind of looking forward to.
I've got an Easter egg.
An Easter egg.
Shades wears
Wait,
shades.
into the mic.
Shades wear shades.
There it is. Boom. There it is.
How are your teeth in this?
Just happened.
Anything we should know about your teeth?
They're brushed.
Yeah, they're brushed. That's
Okay.
about it. I can't really tell you anything else.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that. That's a good note for us to wrap on. You guys, we're gonna let you go. Get ready. You have the big panel,
Yeah.
Ballroom 20.
We're not going.
We postponed it till tomorrow. I think we're
You're
going to
going
be.
out drinking.
I don't doubt that for a second. You guys have been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back real soon with more of the cast from Marvel's Luke Cage. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
You.